Last person to leave hellfire is a person that was punished so severely and he comes out burnt to a crisp. And he's just outside of the gates of hellfire now, and its gates are closed right after he walks out. And now that he's out, he sees that he's been blessed in a way that he's never been blessed before, subhanAllah. And he's just outside of the gates of hell, by the way. People are being punished in hell and he's just right outside of the gates. Khalas, that's it. Whoever's in hell is going to stay in there forever now. So he stays there for as long as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants him to stay there, and he sees in the distance that there's a tree or a couple of trees that have some water underneath it. So he says, Rabbi, let me just go to that tree so I can sit in its shade and drink from the water under there, and I can be away from the fire. I promise you I will never ask you for anything again. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you'll give me oaths and you'll give me promises like I give you oaths and I promise, and I will never ask you for anything again. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to his angels, put him underneath that tree. So now that he's under that tree, he's happy, he's away from hellfire, he's under a tree, he has water, and he sees sitting from a far distance away, he sees paradise. He sees the rivers of wine, the rivers of honey and milk and clean pure water and trees and gardens and palaces and gold and beautiful smells. Ya Rab, I don't want you to enter me into paradise, but just put me at its door. Just put me at its door. Just like I was at the gates of hellfire, just take me to the gates of paradise. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells his angels, take him to the gates of paradise. And so he sits at the gates of paradise and he's just kind of peeping through. He sees the beauty. He sees the palaces. He sees the fruits. He sees the people happy. He sees everything. Ya Rab, please, I just want to enter into the gates of paradise. I don't want to go all the way in. I just want to be right at the door. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya Abdi, O my servant, ma aghdarak. Didn't you give me, what gave you false hopes? Didn't you give me promises and oaths that you won't ask me for anything else but this? He says, yes, of course, but I can't be patient. I can't be patient. How can I be patient when I see paradise? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, would you be happy if I enter you into paradise and I give you the riches of one of the kings of the world? He says, yes, of course, I would agree. He says, would you be happy if I gave you the riches of 10 of the kings of the dunya? And he says, of course, Ya Rab. Like, would you be happy if I gave you the riches of all the dunya from the day it was created until the day it was ended? Imagine the whole entire earth, one person owns it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says you'll get all of that. وَمِثْلِهَا وَمِثْلِهَا وَمِثْلِهَا, and again, وَعَشْرَةُ أَمْثَالِهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says you'll get all of that and like it again and like it again and then like it again, and it's multiplied exponentially. This is all for the last person to enter paradise. The last person. Then how do you think Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to be generous with a person that's like you and me, a real sincere believer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enter us into paradise and not let us even hear or see the fire. Allahumma ameen.